Guys, young minds, little Einstein, good evening to you. As you can see on the screen, right, tonight or today, we're going to do simultaneous equations. Okay, so some of you must have already done it, and for some of you, this is something new, right? So, this is one of the topics very often examined in the exams, right? Paper 1 or paper 2, right? And so let's start asking ourselves, what is simultaneous equations? What are they? Simultaneous equations are equations that involve two or more unknown that are to have the same values in each equations. So from here, I'm gonna highlight two words here. This word, simultaneous and unknown. So simultaneous, what does it mean, simultaneous? Simultaneous means something that's happening at the same time. Right? And unknowns, well, we all know what is unknown. Unknown means not known. As simple as that. Okay, guys? So that means there will be two equations that have two or more unknowns in it, and those unknowns, when you substitute them in that equation, right, they're gonna give the same, well, in the equation there will be two unknowns, sorry, let me rephrase, okay. In those two equations, you're gonna have two unknowns, all right, and these two unknowns will have the same value, so that when you use them, you replace them in the equation, that will equal to the value that's given in that equation. I don't know why my equation here is missing. All right. Okay. So some of you might be asking, do we use them in real life? What are they used for? Okay. All right. Let us look at the next slide here, and I'll let you read it yourself. Okay. So you are the manager of KFC, and you are buying chicken wings and buns. A supplier is quoting you the following prices, and you are very happy. Is quoting you 100 chicken wings plus 400 buns for £160. Or he says, I'm going to sell you 400 chicken wings plus 600 buns is equal to 440, and I can assure you this is my best deal. I'm giving you a large discount here, right? So if you buy more, you will get a discount, okay? And he says, your sales assistant now tells you the supplier is lying to you. He did not give you any discount. The question is your sales assistant correct, or is he wrong? So this is a real life situation, right? This is where we can apply simultaneous equations to find the answer. But I'm not going to find the answer for you right now. So I'm going to dive into the questions to help you understand how to solve simultaneous equations. Is that okay with you? All right, shall we move forward? Okay, let's go. So this is question 1. These are two simultaneous equations, right? Sorry. The value of A and B will be same. And when you substitute them in any of these two equations, it will give you the answer that's given in that equation. So you have two equations and you have two unknown. So what's the principle in solving these equations? So in order to solve these, right, the trick is, right, you need to get rid of one unknown, right? That's one. And two, you'll be left with an equation with only one unknown, right? And third, you solve for the unknown. Here, when I say unknown, 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 it means A and B, all right? So don't get scared here, all right? So the trick is you're gonna need to get rid of one of these unknowns. How do we do that? So, right, it's easy to say what to do, but how are we gonna do that? So I will say, let me call this equation 1, and let me call this one equation 2. I need to get rid of either A or either B. Right? For me, the easiest is to get rid of A. So how do I get rid of A? If I take equation 2 minus equation 1, I will get A minus A plus 3B minus 2B is equal to 11 minus 9. You agree with me, guys? Yeah? So A minus A is 0. 3B minus 2B is B. 11 minus 9 is 2. So the answer is B is equal to 2. Right. As you can see here, when we eliminate, we get rid of one of those unknowns, in this case A, I'm left with only one unknown. Remember this, okay? So I'm left with only one unknown, right? And this, what I'm doing here, I'm eliminating, I'm getting rid of one unknown, which is A in this case. So now I got my value of B is equal to 2, so what do? So I replace value of B in either equation. So let me use equation 2. A plus 3B is equal to 11. That means A plus 3 times 2 is equal to 11. A is equal to 6. Sorry, A plus 6 is equal to 11. A is equal to 11 minus 6, 5. Right. Now, let us check if that is correct. So I put 5 here, and I put 5 here, and I put 2 here, 2 here. 5 plus 2 times 2 is 4. 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. Correct. 5 plus 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 5 is equal to 11. So that's it. That's how you solve simultaneous equations. Alright? But this is the easiest question I've given you. Very simple. I'm gonna do about 5 or 6 questions so that you can see the principle, you get used to it, and you can see the level of difficulty involved as well. Okay guys, so let's move on. Now, what about this one? This is not as simple as the first one, is it? Right? So, again, I will call this equation 1, and I will call this equation 2. Now, I need to get rid of one unknown. We have two choices here. We can either get rid of m or we can get rid of n, but I'll choose m. Okay, so I say get rid of m. Yeah, right. So how do I do that now? I can't do minus if I say equation 1 minus equation 2, or I will be left with an m. So what do I do? I say I multiply equation 1 by 4 and I multiply equation 2 by 3. What do I get? So I multiply the equation 1 by 4. 3 times 4 I get 12m plus 2 times 4, 8n is equal to 14 times 4. So that's, is it 64? No, 56, sorry. 56, right? That is equation 3, which is equal to equation 1 times 4. Now, equation 2 now, I multiply by 3, equation 2. 4 times 3, 12m, plus 5 times 3, 15m, 14 times 3, that's 12, that's 42. And I call this equation 4, which is my equation 2 times 3. Okay? Now, as you can see, one of these two equations, I got the same term here. For example, here we got it for m. So, now next, I said equation 3 minus equation 4. So I'm left with, let me do this here for you so you can see better. I said equation 3 minus equation 4. 12 minus 12 is 0, m. 8 minus 15 is minus 7, and 56 minus 42, that's 1, 4, 14. So I got minus 7 n is equal to 14. Here I got only one unknown, which is easy for me to solve, correct? So n is equal to 14 divided by minus 7 gives me minus 2. Well done, we got 2. N is equal to 2. Now we replace n in what? In any of the two equations. Alright, so let's say 4m plus 5n is equal to 14. So 4m plus 5 multiplied by minus 2 is equal to 14. 4m minus 10, because 5 times minus 2 is minus 10, is equal to 14. Therefore, 4m is equal to 14. plus 10. You remember my earlier lessons, when you're moving from one side to on the opposite side of the equal signs, the sign changes, right? So 4m is equal to 24. M is equal to 6. How do I get 6? 24 divided by 4. All right, let me just double check that answer very quickly. Yes, the answer is correct. So my answer, m is equal to 6 and n is equal to 2. All right, cool. Let's move on to a next example. Question 3. Again, easy. I'm gonna call this equation 1, equation 2. I need to get rid. I will stop writing my notes now. We'll go a bit faster. So what do we do? Right. I will multiply yeah, I will multiply by 4 here, and I will multiply by 6. All right, so what I will have when I do this, I will get 24x minus 20y is equal to 80. 24x 6 plus 18y is equal to 7 times 6 is 42. Right, and I will call this equation 3, equation 4. And I draw a line here, and I say equation 3 minus equation 4. All right, so 24 minus 24, 0, plus minus 20 minus 18 minus 38, and 80 minus 42 is 38. Sorry, I forgot my y here. So I got only one unknown. Minus 38y is equal to 38, and y is equal to minus 1. Then I replace in either equation. All right, so let's find the value of y of x now. Well, why don't you try it yourself? I'll let you try it, and I'll give you the answer. The answer is x is equal to 2.5 and y is equal to minus 1. So if you go and practice this bit, you should get this value. Is that okay with you if I leave you to do it? Right, guys, you're smart. I know you're smart. You should be able to do it. It's not that rocket science, you know. Okay. Right. I suggest before you try to attempt this question, take a break, go get yourself some water or some, I don't know, just have a glass of water, because you're gonna sweat a bit here. It's not going to be that easy. Well, it is easy, but it's not as easy as the previous one, okay? So how do we solve this one? Again, I'll call this equation 1, and I'll call this equation 2. But then, they are not in the format as, look at this one, right? We have the x and the y on one side, and then we have the answers on the other side. And here, we got two numbers, we got minus 19 and we got 0 and it kind of messed up, innit? Right? So what do we do? Hey, if you do remember my earlier lesson on subject of formula, right? All you got to do is to make those two numbers the subject of formula. In other words, what you're trying to do is you're trying to rearrange those two equations so that it looks like the normal equations we used to, all right? So let's do that. If I see 2m plus 5n minus 19, that's the same as 2m plus 5n is equal to 19. Right, I take this 19 here, I send it to the other side of the equal sign, so that's my equation. Now, for the n is equal to m plus 2, 2 will be equal to m, no, it will be equal to what? N minus n, right? Minus 2. Is that correct? No, it's not. So how are we going to do that? So 2 here. We have to send the m on this side now. So it will be n minus m is equal to 2. So n minus m is equal to 2. Still, it's kind of mixed up here. So we rearrange that. Okay, rearrange. We get minus m plus n is equal to 2. Okay, so I will erase these just with these two formula now. Okay, minus m plus n is equal to 2. Now it is in the format that we used to. So I'm gonna multiply this by 2. By the way, in the earlier questions I've been multiplying out the top and the bottom equations, but you don't need to do that all the time. You just try to eliminate one of those two unknowns. So in this case it's only one. I don't need to multiply or divide or whatever. The first equation here, the 2n plus 5n is equal to 19. So what I do, I just multiply this equation by 2. What I will get minus 2m plus 2n is equal to 4. Okay, so that's, we know this is equation 1, this is equation 2, and this is equation 3. Now I say equation 1 plus equation 2. Why I say plus? 2 plus minus 2, that will eliminate my m. So I use plus here. So 0m, 5n plus 2n is equal to 7n, right? 19 plus 4 is 23. N will be equal to 23 over 7. Is it? Can we check that? So 2n plus n, 2. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. 19 plus 4, 23. Okay. Now, we replace n in either equation. So I'll start with the equation 2, which is easy for me. So 23, sorry, n is equal to m plus 2. 23 over 7 is equal to m plus 2. So if I solve this, I will have m is equal to 23 over 7 minus 2. Same like 23 over 7 minus 14 over 7. M will be equal to what? 23 minus 14. How much is that? I think that's 9 over 7. M is equal to 9 over 7. And N is equal to, what is N? N is equal to 23 over 7. So guys, my answer, my final answer would be M is equal to 9 over 7 and N is equal to 23 over 7. Okay? See how I rearrange my equation to make it look like the normal simultaneous equations that we are used to seeing, right? Sometimes in the exams, the examiner might trick you, and then when you look at it, no, I don't know how to do that. And your friend, after the exams, your friend says, how did you do the simultaneous equation? And then you say, simultaneous equation? There wasn't an equation in simultaneous equations. Oh yes, there was a question number 4. Is it? Then you realize, oh my god, yes, it is indeed a simultaneous equation. So be careful, all right? Now, question 5. Oh my god. Oh, come on, stop trembling there. Don't worry, it looks difficult, but it isn't. Trust me. Okay, just a second. Let me change the color. All right, so we'll call this equation 1 and we'll call this equation 2. All right? Right. Already you're given x is equal to 2y. Why don't you replace it? It's very simple. Already you have the value of x is equal to something. So replace x is equal to 2y in equation 1. What do you get? It will be 2y to the square plus y squared is equal to 45. That is 4y squared plus y squared is equal to 45. 5y squared is equal to 45. Y squared is equal to 45 divided by 5, which is equal to 9. Y is equal to the square root of 9, which is equal to 3. Is that all right? No. It is all right, but it's not completely right because the square root of a number can be positive or negative. So y is plus 3 or minus 3. Okay, I'll write it down here. 3 or minus 3. Now you got the value of y. Replace y in the equation. So x is equal to 2y. 2 times, you got two values here, plus or minus 3. Therefore, you're going to have two values for x. X is equal to 2 times plus 3, which is 6, or 2 times minus 3, which is minus 6. So, my answer would be x is equal to 6 plus or minus 6, and y will be equal to plus or minus 3. Look, how difficult can that be? Do you see anything that is difficult here? Come on, guys. It's just that you got to think, right? Seriously, it's not that difficult, really. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Well, sorry, I got carried away by something else. I had to attend to something. Sorry, I'm back. So guys, how are you going to do this one? Yes. I will say, I will try and attempt it, right? Listen, I told you guys, right? I'm not a maths teacher, so I don't do this every day, okay? So I might forget if I might make some mistakes, but Just try and follow me, okay? Slowly. I'm going to go very slow. So if I say, let y is equal to 1 minus x, what I've been doing here, I try and rearrange. I rearrange equation 2. Okay, what is equation 2? I call this equation 2. And this one, equation 1, right? So, and then I say replace y in equation 1. So I'm going to have 2x squared plus, now y is equal to this, plus 1 minus x to the square is equal to 57, right? So I'll expand this bit. It will be 2x squared plus, that's going to be 1 minus x multiplied by 1 minus x is equal to 57. It will become 2x squared plus 1 minus 2x plus x squared is equal to 57. Right, so I try and combine all the like terms together. So x squared, so that's going to be 3x squared minus 2x plus 1 is equal to 57. Then I say 3x squared minus 2x plus 1 minus 57 is equal to 57 minus 57. This is a method we use here in England too. Instead of sending this 57 to the right, but this is how they do it. And here that will cancel out. So my final equation simplified will be 3x squared minus 2x minus 56 is equal to 0. Let me write this here. 3x squared minus 2x minus 56 is equal to 0. No, I'll keep that here, right? So you can see, you can compare, right? So, anyone seen this kind of equation before? Yeah, you have. It's called a quadratic equation, right? I will explain quadratic equation later on, but first let me factorize this. I'm gonna have, I'll use a different color, all right, green. I'm gonna have 3x here, then I'm gonna have x here. So in a corner, I do my grid. You will understand what I'm trying to do here. I do this, okay? I will put multiply here, then I will have my 3x and x. I know 3x times x will give me my 3 squared. Now 56, I've got to find what are the factors of 56. So 56, 1 times 56, 2 times 28, 3 no, 4 times 14, 5 no, that's it. But I'm going to just give you the solution here, okay? Because later on I will explain to you the quadratic equation. But for the purpose of solving this equation, I'm going to write here, what is it? It was, I need to have a minus 56 here. So one of these must be minus and one will be positive. So 12 So I will put that 4 here, and I will put minus 14 here. What do I get? Minus 14x, and I get 12x. When I add all these together here, I will end up with 3x squared minus 2x minus 56. Why I'm saying this? Look. (12x) the like terms. Minus 14x plus 12x is minus 2x. I got my minus 56 here, and I got my 3x squared here already. So when I factorize this, this will be 3x minus 14x plus 4 is equal to 0. So I know x is equal to, x plus 4 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 4, right? And a second solution for x would be 3x minus 14 is equal to 0, 3x is equal to 14, x is equal to 14 divided by 3. Okay, so I have two values for x, or 14 by 3. Right. Then I try and find y. So I know x plus y is equal to 1. I know x is minus 4 plus y is equal to 1. Therefore, y will be 1 plus 4, which is equal to 5. So my first answer would be x is equal to minus 4, y is equal to 5. Now, I told you that there are two solutions here, but that doesn't mean in both equations both results will solve the simultaneous equation. In this case, this part is not the solution. Try and find the value of y. I've already done the value of x here. Try and find the value of y using this value of x in any of these equations, and you will find it does not satisfy the equations. My answer for this equation is this one. All right, so it does happen sometimes. Okay, so I'm done with solving simultaneous equation in that way. Okay, 37 minutes. Wow. I want to let's see. Let's have an equation. I'm looking for a question. All right. Let's see this one. Example. 6, I think it was. Let's say 2x plus 5y is equal to 46, and I have x plus 3y is equal to 27. Now, if I ask you, make y subject of formula, right? We learned this before. That's why I started with this topic in my second lesson. So this one will become, and this one will become 2x plus 5y is equal to 46. 5y is equal to minus 2x. Yes, plus 46. Y will be equal to minus 2x over 5 plus 46 over 5. Correct? Yeah? How about this one now? X plus 3y is equal to 27. 3y is equal to 20 minus x plus 27. Y is equal to minus x over 3 plus 27 over 3 minus x over 3 plus 9. Now, if you had followed my lesson earlier on, actually I want to change this. Oh, anyway, don't worry. if you've had listened to my lesson of yesterday on, I think that was on coordinates geometry, what does that tell you? What are these? Are they not equation of a straight line? Huh? What do you think? These two are equations of two straight line, and we know where this is the gradient and this is the y-intercept. Same thing here. This is the y-intercept. So guys, you see, yesterday we did coordinates geometry, and look, it's repeating itself. So basically, when you think about it, if you can turn a simultaneous equation into a line equation and then you draw the lines, okay, say for example you have the axis like this. This is the equation of one simultaneous equation that you've turned into a line equation. Then you have another line here. Sorry, I'll do this yellow, right? And I will put that simultaneous equation 2, for example, and this is simultaneous equation 1, and that point where they meet, this is what all the time we've been trying to do. That point, this is what we've been trying to find all the time. This is the point which satisfies these two line equations. So a second method of solving simultaneous equations, you can do it graphically in the exams. You might be asked some questions like this, okay? Now let me have a sip of Coca-Cola. Very good. And lastly, a trick to solve simultaneous equations. All this time we've been doing the simultaneous equations, we've been doing a lot of look, all these, we got to do like replacing, we got to multiply one equation by the other, and then adding or subtracting, find the value of one and then find the value of the other. Took us around what, about 1 or 2 minutes? But what if I tell you there's a trick where you could do it like, I don't know, I'm guessing around 20 to 30 seconds? How about that? You got a question in the exams for 3 marks. 3 marks is 3 minutes. Okay, 3 marks is equal to 3 minutes, and you can do it in 30 seconds. How about that? That would be wicked, guys, right? Okay, let's try and do one. Okay, just give me a minute. I'll go and find an easy question. Okay, let's have this equation here, right? 3x plus 3y is equal to 18, and x plus 7y is equal to what's that? It's equal to 30. Now count my time now, how long I will take to do that. All right, I will do it now. Right, I think I got that as about 20 seconds, I think. X equal to Y is equal to 4. That's what I got. Can we check? I'm trying this after a long time. That was a trick I learned a long time back. So if that is X plus 7 times 4, 28. This is 2. 2 plus 28, 30. 3x. 3 times 2 plus 3 times 4. 3 times 3 is 6. And 3 times 4 is 12. 6 plus 12, 18. See, guys, I've solved this simultaneous equation in a different way. Now, you watch how I did that in a few seconds. Now I will show you how to do it. And then you can practice it. But don't try it for difficult questions, okay? For simple questions like this, you can try it, okay? So now I'm going to show you how to do it, okay? Right, let me erase this bit. Right. I will use different colors, okay? So, what was the equation again? I forgot now. Where's the question? All right. 3x plus 3 plus 3y, yes? I forgot. Is equal to 18 and x plus 7y is equal to 30. Now look, I will put different colors here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps. There are 8 steps. If you learn it slowly, you will get it. So what you do, you will take 18 times 7. I call this 1. And then you will take 3 times 30. I will call it 2. So that's 18 times 7 and 3 times 30. Then third step, 3 times 1. And then, this is number 3. And then fourth step, 3 times 7. What you get? This is 126. This is 90. This is 3. This is 21. Okay. This is all you have to remember. Then what you do, you said, you will do, let me yellow now, 1 minus 2 divide by 3 minus 4. 126 minus 90 divide by 3 minus 21. This is equal to what? 36 divided by negative 18 is equal to minus 2. Oops, I must have made a mistake earlier on. Okay, that calculation that you just done, this is the value for x, the value for the first term. So if that was p, the other one was q, you would be finding the value of p. This is how you do it. So, in other words, I rewrite it here in a different color and see how I got it. So I got 18 times 7 minus 3 times 30 divide by 3 times 1, because the coefficient here is 1, minus 3 times 7. And this is what I got. This is this bit, and this is this bit. Alright? Pause the video for a minute, write this on your paper, okay? Because I'm gonna erase it, okay? So now, we found the value of x. There was a division line here. So now y, I replace it again, y. So x plus 7y is equal to 30, right? X is minus 2 plus 2, 7y. Guys, I think there's something wrong here. It's equal to 30. Guys, I made a mistake. Okay, I made a mistake. I'm sorry about that. Now I know why it was. When I tried the question myself, I found a mistake. Okay, now that you know what to do, the step. So you step 1 is 18 times 7. Step 2, 3 times 30. Look at the direction of the arrows. 3. Step 3, 3 times 1. And step 4, 3 times 7. Now what you are doing here now, you're finding the value of x straight away. See what I'm doing? This is what you do. You write x is equal to, you put the division line, you write equal 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So like this, like this, like this. And what you do, you minus here. So what you got is 126 minus 90 over 21 minus 3. This is equal to 50. Now this is 36 divided by 18. Straight away I get my answer, x is equal to 2. Then very simple, y would be what? Let me try it in this one. 3x plus 3y is equal to 18. X is 2. 3 times 2 plus 3y is equal to 18. So 6 plus 3y is equal to 18. 3y is equal to 18 minus 6. Y is equal to, this is equal to 12. Y is equal to 4. Here you go, guys. That's the trick you can use in the exams for this kind of equation, simultaneous equation, no, regardless. But if you have quadratic, like you have square, it will not work. Okay, so let's try another example. Okay, very quickly we'll do one. Okay, so if we do, for example, 3x plus 4y is equal to 24, and 4x plus 3y is equal to 22. So if I do my arrow, this one first, this one second, this one third, this one fourth. So I will do 4 times 22, 3 times 24, 3 times 3, and then 4 times 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I find my value of x. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I put the minus here. That's 88. 3 times 24 is what? That's 12. I think it's 72. This is equal to 9. 4 times 4 is equal to 16. You replace it. So what is 1? 88 minus 72 divided by 16 minus 9. This is equal to 6, 1, 6. And this is 16 minus 9 is 7. Right? Then this is your value for x. Then you just substitute y is equal to, just substitute in any equation, and you will find the value of y. Okay, guys, I'll give you the value of y. If you substitute it correctly, you will get the value of y is equal to 30 over 7. Now you try it and replace in any of those two equations, it should satisfy it. Okay, if you did not understand this bit, all right, just write to me and I'll try and explain it again. Substitute. Okay, now do you go to your workbook and try and attempt all those simultaneous equations. And if you have any issues, just let me know. All right, thank you for watching. If you like it, if you like the video, just click on the like button and share it to your friends. Okay, but I can assure you, if you practice this and you know what you're doing, right, you can do this question in less than a minute. I am sure you can do it. Okay, thanks. Goodbye, guys. Bye bye.